Target has done quite an about-face, focusing less on grooming children during June and turning rather to American pride in their stores. What do the American people think? Newsmax's Nico Romano roamed the streets of New York to find out what the American people thought.
Target was heavily scrutinized during Pride Month because they were pushing Pride Month on kids. This year they dialed it back. They removed all those displays. Why do you think they did that?
I think they're getting a lot of pushback from some of their customers.
People protested.
Because a lot of complaints.
Because of the way society is nowadays.
Because they lost business.
Trump.
Politics.
And they turned back all their DEI initiatives too, so that's why I haven't been.
Tariffs, I don't really know. I don't know how that store stays in business because half of the time they don't sell clothes and they don't sell this, they don't sell that.
So they replaced these Pride Month sections with more patriotic American displays. And you think the reason for that is also Trump?
Yeah. The anti-Pride movement was inspired by Trump.
Yeah.
And everything he stands for.
Not everybody's, is for that.
Do you think Americans in general are just getting sick of woke culture, or it's something else?
I would say probably the older Americans, because I believe the younger generation is a little bit more sensitive than we are.
Do you think it was necessary for them to push Pride Month on kids?
No, that's not necessary. I have kids of my own. I wouldn't want that.
Yeah. Do you agree with that being marketed to your kids?
No, not at all.
If they want to buy it.
That's an interesting question. I would have to think about that. That's a process question, right?
Yeah.
Now, Daniel, I saw a survey the other day that said even a lot of people who identify as LGBT think that corporate pride displays are just kind of a cynical ploy for money. Is this development more evidence of that?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of people in corporate America who they're in marketing departments who they want to appeal to a young customer base that is much more progressive on these types of issues. But then they also have a backlash where they want to be responsive to other consumers. There's a tricky balancing act where they want to be tolerant. No company wants to piss off a segment of their customer base, but they also want to reflect other trends in society, which is, hey, we don't have, do we have to celebrate this for a whole month? That's what they're thinking. Or why are corporations in the business of all of these social issues?
Now, I want to push back a little bit on the idea that young people are this big progressive base, because we've seen young people moving further to the right in recent elections. Audrey, what do you think?
Yeah, I think, Bud Light learned this the hard way as well. Trump's victory in November was a symptom of this broader cultural shift toward the right. Many Americans are just really tired of this kind of woke agenda, right? And Democrats would be wise to take their cues from the market and realize, they shouldn't be, to not be perceived as super out of touch and elitist. They need to make their shifts on these kind of issues as well.
Democrats might be able to survive for a while on the wrong side of these 80-20 issues, but publicly traded corporations are not going to be able to do that same thing. And I just want to indicate too, one economic indicator that shows us why this pride stuff is going out of style is boat shoe sales are going back up. That's just another indication that we are so back.
But I also think that Democrats view the gay marriage issue as they won that issue. It's a settled law in the Supreme Court.
It is.
And so
Long ago.
it's a long way
Tell
from...
it to the Human Rights
So why are
Council.
we still fighting it? So why are they still politicizing
Money.
the hell out of everything?
Money.
And I know, and their shakedown operations, they go to Target, and the major industries and major corporations end up paying lots and lots of money into left-wing organizations because the left-wing organizations organize, they threaten them, they shake them down. Nobody in any big city in the United States has cared about LGBTQ anything for a half century. And as you said, the battle was won long ago. Stop fighting it and stop politicizing everything. It's not that anybody cares. We just wish that you'd shut up every now and then because you just never shut up and you politicize the hell out of everything, especially gender and sex and children. Leave the children alone.